Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to what is going to be our last quarter-final. One more team to head their way through, and well, the other one will be going into our lower bracket. It is going to be MVP facing off against Flash. We'll kick it off on Mirage. Start, and well, we are going right into this one. Our pistol is underway. Here we go. CT side start for MVP, PK. Flash Gaming will be over on the T side, obviously, by default. And of course, the guys from Flash have decided to go with their original names, which is wonderful. I'm just going to call them by their names because there's too many players to actually work out who is who. So, we got Summer at least. I know Summer. We've also got Ozuk, Nabulum, Shanghai, and Hong Kong. So, that's superb. But either way, as said, we are into this one. We are going to have Shanghai pushing first, as we've got G just waiting on the other side, and G has kicked things off well. It will be Summer to trade things back, and Ozak with another one. Solo, I know Solo will be on the other side of things, looking to sneak through the smoke, and does just that. A man with a huge amount of experience. Does he still have the skills to pay the bills? Mini, the new man in this MVP side. ET's looking for this retake. They do have a smoke and a kit already. Zion is going to be able to find one. Summer going to be left up, and it's more down towards what Ozuk can do, and the answer is absolutely nothing. The kit thrown onto the bomb, or the kit, sorry, being used to defuse the bomb. The smoke was thrown onto it, and it will be MVP to take themselves that pistol round. Strong retake from them in the end after the initial start. Obviously, Flash, a fairly dominant performance in the early stages, destroying Gosu and Raw to get themselves into the upper bracket. Took a little bit longer for MVP after losing to CyberZen in the first matchup, and then best of 3 full map thriller against Lucid Dreams. So, hasn't been the best of starts in this tournament for MVP, but of course, at least versus previous iterations of Flash, they've had a pretty damn good record. Obviously, HSK recently switching teams. That's changed things a little bit. Either way, Zeph, already we're going to be finding that opener. Not much invested into this round. Nice shot from Ozuk to at least get one. Look to do a little bit more damage with the Deagle. And actually, the P250's done more. It is Nabulum attempting to do the damage here. Even retrieves a rifle, finds one, and it's left all onto G to actually close things out. There will be 2-0 in favor, but remember the AKs are coming in this next round. Of course, G is actually Glow. I feel like I can probably remember that one. I'll try to remember that one at least. I never understood players actually putting like random names as their name. Like, I never understood it, because it's their brand. Like, they're only damaging their own brand. Unless you're like Kenny S and everybody's going to be able to know it's you. I suppose maybe in the Asian scene they are that famous that everybody will just know who's who. Just by their guns or something like that. Obviously, if you see like a Kenny S AWP, you're going to be like, that's probably Kenny S. But either way, Flash did so much damage in the previous round, they had the chance to hard reset their opponents into this one. And well, you'd think if they can do that much with pistols, imagine what they can do with rifles. Keps believes this is going to be a 16-10, 16-12. Okay. We are going to see ladder control taken. Hong Kong Advent managed to gain control. Currently on a massive 5 ADR. I imagine he'll probably improve that soon. And while Ozok at least is going to continue his reign of terror as he gets another opener. They're going to go pushing in towards this B site. Zeph in the corner will be able to pick off one. A second almost there, but the trade will be in as the CT side are doing work. They've still got to clear the man from the corner as well, which is going to be Glow. Ready and waiting. Advent rotates around and it will be left all onto one. Zine versus 2. As said, the money not good for the CT side. This would be a reset for them. Well, it is going to be Flash straight onto the board. Second map in the series. For anybody wondering, it's going to be Train, and the third and final will be Cash. Either way, CT side not going to have anything into this round. Actually just saving their cash. Now going into the next one, they still won't have much money. It's not going to be anything impressive if they do go for a buy. Glow, well positioned, retrieves an AK for a split second, but Shanghai is there to trade him out. Shanghai is attacker. Well, thank you, but I'll probably just forget. I'll be real with you. Like, ultimately, it doesn't affect me. I know that sounds really, like, sort of, like, selfish in a way, but the only person taking a real hit from them, not for us not knowing who they are, is them. If they want to be called Shanghai and Hong Kong, that's fine by me. That's fine by me. I'll enjoy the Counter-Strike. Nonetheless. Here we go. 2-2. Once again, yeah, CT side not going to be able to afford much into this one. Just going to go for some CZs once more. It really was a hard reset very early in this game. Not something you see so commonly. But after how much damage was managed to be done in that second round, just off the back of some pistols was brilliant. Death, again, they're going to retrieve an AK, and actually Zine adds another to the death toll. This is becoming possible, but Summer will be there to trade things back. The one man who... He's my favourite player on Flash right now, I'll be real with you. He decided to put his proper name, and I love him for that. Zine, looking to try and hold on to an AK, but won't be happen. Nabulan will be there to close him out, and it's going to be 2-1 in favour of... Or 3-2 even, in favour of Flash, but now MVP can get themselves a bye. And AWP can be into the hands of Mini as well. Zine could even pick up a second if they really wanted to, but it's not something I really expect from him. He is a rifler. Either way. Not going to be taking quick control. The underpass position. Zeph trying to go aggressive onto short, but already his head has been ripped off. Nice start from the T side, and well, Solo doesn't have much of a choice but to try and just escape back through the smoke of Connector. He doesn't want to give away a second man advantage already. Through the wall though, goodbye! Zine on the stairs is dead within seconds, and oh, this is just being torn apart at the moment. The CT side not even able to put anything on the board. It's left onto Glow. He's like, guys, there's no one in apps. They're going, yeah, they're kind of everywhere else. It is left all onto Glow. His main aim here is to just try and hold onto his weapon. They'll have a decent amount of loss bonus coming in, so they can get some more pistols. Whoever is top fragging his attacker. Well, supposedly not at the moment. You like this stream? I'm glad. 4-2. No weaponry saved, an MVP. They're just gonna have to go for some pistols in this round. Now they did a decent amount of damage in the previous. The pistol rounds for them have actually been better so far. Flash now already building up a decent amount of bank. It's only really Ozok. Oh, you're awesome too, Brent. I'll be honest, when reading your name, it took me a few times to work it out. But I'm guessing it's Brent Alexis. I'm not Brent Alexis, which is what I wanted to say the first time. Summer. Actually, I get the first, but it's the CZs just doing so much work for MVP. Koreans proving at least that the aim is there with that deadly pistol. They even got an AK onto Zion. Now, they haven't actually invested anything into Kevlar here, even though they've got max loss bonus coming in the next round. They'll have a super buy. No matter what happens here. Oh, nice shot at least. Mozok. Zion in the corner, though. Manages to take down one. This is starting to become very, very scary for the T side. Now, Zion is somewhat surrounded, but he's going to peek out. He'll be taken down. Solo tapping from behind will leave it all on to Summer. 1 versus 2. This is not the way this round should be going, but as said, they've been doing very well with the pistols so far. Solo has retrieved himself an AK-47, and Summer is going to be able to retrieve the bomb. Does he know that there's still a man in CT? He's just going to fake it out. Has a Molotov and a smoke. Well, the smoke is going to be his choice here. CT side are going to rotate and try and take this one together. And versus the AWP, that's not a bad decision at all. Although the Molotov's going to make things very difficult because Glow can't afford to run through that. Summer, did he not shoot? Or did it just not make a sound? It seemed like he didn't even shoot off a bullet. Now they don't have a kit. Molotov will be forcing him off position. He's going to go for the taps and Solo will take him down. Nice round won by MVP. They're going to get a nice little bonus in cash. Either way, the T's will still be comfortably able to buy back into this one. Nabulum is Lovey, Shanghai is Attacker, Ozuk is Zoking, Freeman is Hong Kong, and Summer is Summer. Thank you, Joey. I will be honest, I'm not going to remember that, but thank you either way. Eat ice cream more. Oh, I eat ice cream a lot. Either way, both teams now with a strong buy thanks to that eco victory. Although MVP would have had a strong buy anyway, it's still magnificent to steal a round like that. A huge confidence booster for them and, well, a huge economy booster as well. Do you watch Korean dramas? No, but now I kind of want to. Thank you, Curtis. I appreciate it. Ozok, or better known as Zoking. Thank you, Joey. By the way, the second your message goes off the screen, I'm not going to know who any of them are again. My memory is not that good. But for the next few seconds, if nobody talks, I'll be able to know all of their names. Mini. Actually going to be allowed to survive. Molotov, it doesn't quite spread. It is going to be Zoking looking to try and spray down onto him. Summer will be able to trade one back, as well as Freeman. Although a nice couple of kills from Glow will at least bring a slither of hope. It is a straight break back once again. Now there's some extra money this time for the CT side, but only on 2 players. Do they just go for like an AWP, a rifle, and then all pistols? Or do they drop some pistols over? It's sort of a horrible position no matter what you do. By the looks of it, they're just gonna do nothing. It's the best, a small amount into pistols. Okay. Summer's at least gonna go down to Zion. The message on the screen is now gone, so I don't remember what any of the players are other than Summer. Shot from Glow. An execution style deagle shot. Zion has managed to retrieve himself, of course, that AWP from earlier in the round. Again, there's a chance that they'll do this with the pistols, which, considering they literally bought 2 deagles in this round, this has already become too close for comfort. Now, that AWP save would be lovely, but, well, it ain't happening now. Def Just hoping to find an exit here. Any weaponry retrieved would be wonderful because CT side are going to struggle to get a purchase into the next round. But it isn't going to happen. And this is sort of what I mean. They could probably, well, G or Glow can drop a rifle. Zine can buy. It's not the worst. It should be able to juggle some weapons around here. It's not going to be ideal, but it'll be something. Here we go, though. They got an MP9, they got a FAMAS. Not the worst in the world, and they're going to go very aggressive. Nice couple of trades early on. You want my voice for the lead serial killer in a TV series you're going to produce? Hey, you pay me enough, I'll do it. T's quickly trading things back. I'm not a sellout, by the way. Even though, here are some odds. Enjoy those. oh, it's such a troll. Let's get rid of those. There's going to be push coming in. Nice shot from Solo. We'll be able to take down one. The problem is he's got a man pincering in. I think this was attacker, but I don't really remember. Oh, is he going to knife? Oh, he's not. It's going to be stolen by his teammate. It does mean that they don't actually know where he is unless he was seen in the kill cam. Blow. Trying to clutch with an MP9. And it's not going to happen. 7-3 Flash. Even though they've made some mistakes along the way, they are still looking dominant. 7-3 at the moment on the Titty side. Hello, Fear. Yeah, this is on a delay. A couple of minutes. Although you've probably worked that out by the fact that I didn't respond. Well, once again, CT side now going to be left with very, very little. Just some pistols. The loss bonus is going to start to build up behind them once again, but... well, it's getting to the point where this is already very scary. Quick trade early on, though, will actually give something over. They are so good with these pistols. If only they could bring this into rifle rounds. Maybe just play with pistols, MVP. Because at the moment, you're looking to bring this back once again. Low in the corner, takes down another. It's left all onto someone once again. He's got this AWP. Nice, no scope onto the first. May need another. And almost gets knifed by Solo. I don't know if he ran out of bullets. But Summer's actually got a chance here. Mini. Behind. If he drops down here. Oh, he's got him. How do MVP do this? They can't win with rifles, but they can sure damn play with pistols. A 4th round onto the board thanks to that, but you've got to make sure they don't just straight away get reset here. Costa's phone just buzzed. No, it didn't. Shh. They're watching me. Of course, the T's have been excellent at bouncing back from these situations. Don't have an AWP themselves. They've been taking a lot of damage over the last few rounds. And actually, this is the chance for MVP to reset them and be right back into this map. Of course, the same could be said the other way around. It's only Mini with any money. This is the map choice of Flash. Train will be the second. Def going to be going aggressive alongside Zine, who gets the opener. Dylan will be able to trade one back, and Zeph doing his best to do some extra damage here, but isn't going to find anything. Mini on the other side will be able to take down Summer's peak. It's going to be Shanghai looking to try and probe in towards that B site. Glow is just going to be waiting down by the truck. the T's all gathering in this scenario. Now, there is a man still on short, but realistically, it's all going to come down to Glow to try and get that opener. It seems like Zeph has been called in for support, and he is going to be spotted out, but they're not going to be able to clear him, and this corner is so valuable. Only 10 seconds left. They need to get both kills very quickly, and they find it, but all the T's have to do, they're not going to be able to plant. They've got no time, and they're actually going to go down. It's going to be left all onto one, and Mini just runs away. Smart choice from him. But the T's, well, they're probably going to force this, let's be real. They're going to want to try and break back once again. The delay is 2 minutes. It's because I'm currently live in the server, so if there's no delay, players could literally watch and see exactly what's happening with about 5 seconds worth of delay, so I don't think that would really be fair. By both teams' economy dwindling. A couple of MP9s for Glow and Zine. Some are going to be left with a CZ, but so far the CZ seems to be the best weapon in the server. Eastside this time, just playing a much more passive stance. Saw a little bit of aggression coming in from Glow as he wants to get nice and close on towards this apartment's position, where his gun is most valuable, of course. Solo looking to try and gain a little bit of presence in mid. Doesn't want to allow them just to completely take over this window. Instead, they're going to just gain some position in the connector, but they've got to be careful because the smoke has now faded out. Mini is going to be here with his AWP, and up close is going to be Zine. They've got a nice little crossfire here, but already they lose the first piece of their triangle. Mini just trying to throw out as much utility as he can, and even the man just baiting in towards the corner is going to go down. Mini will at least be able to find himself one. Sat into that corner. Nice no-scope onto the second with Zeph finding another in return. The CT side looking strong, but look at the position, never mind. Glow finds one more, and that completely ruins the spots that Flash were holding. Mini is going to be able to get that defusal, and while him just holding on towards that CT spot was so vital. 7-6. MVP slowly dragging this back, and now the T side really don't have the money to go for this. Probably just going to be some pistols. Then again, that's been enough for them in the past. Almost enough. Deagle's on every single player. Solo looking to try and find the opener. Fairly risky peek to take versus these pistols. To be honest, when you hear that many Deagles, you just want to stay back towards the sites. Don't take these fights. Wait for them to come pushing towards you. And that's what Zeph has done, but he still gets taken down. Trades galore at the moment, and the T's have just hit a load of shots at once. Mini now the only one left. He does actually drop a man, but unfortunately it's not the one carrying the bomb, and see you later, alligator. Absolutely ruined. 8-6. Pistol power is definitely in the server at the moment. Once again, we have what I would call the better buy for MVP. They've got their CZs. They've been very proactive in these sort of rounds. You can see the aggression over towards the B side and in towards Palace. Dying is even going to open it up once again. And more importantly, the rest of the team are looking to push over towards this A side. And Solo's just going ham. I don't even know why either of these teams bother buying. Summer at least will be able to find 3. How did he get the 3rd? He's so low on HP and even managed to escape into the connector. He's just made this round interesting. Glow is going to go jumping in towards that mid position. Actually, this means now that a bad spot. Is someone really going back for more? Okay, that was too much. Clearly feeling confident, but that was too much even for me. just onto one. Lots of damage done, but it will be a quick trade. Nice positioning in the end from MVP to just make sure that final kill was traded. And it will be 8-7. As close as things could be. I feel like Flash definitely could have dominated this one if they just managed to win out against those pistols. But MVP, you have to give them props for the amount they were able to do. Either way, second half pistol will give, well, whichever team wins it the lead. Waiting patiently to get back into this one. Now, I feel like, realistically, Flash could have won that half by quite a bit more. In fact, either team could have. We see quite a few eco rounds and pistol rounds. It was, well, crazy good shots, but at the same time, you wonder if they could have done things a little bit safer. Either way, we now see the CT side picked up by Flash. A little bit of a fake being thrown out by Solo over towards this A site. Some utility being expended, and it is going to get that rotation going in towards the A site. There's only going to be one man really defending it. On B, as they do look to split in. Fulham completely caught off guard, and while the rotation's going to come in to try and cut them off. Shanghai not catching anything, and it leaves it all onto Hong Kong and the site. So much to do, so little to do it with. Completely surrounded. That's a sick shot, but he will be taken down anyway. Now left into a 3v2 retake. It's going to be very difficult indeed for the CT side. Ozok with only 2 HP. He's going to be the one probing. Try and find out a little bit of information, as Summer will just somewhat use him as bait. Already, they're going to spot out Zeph, who's unable to connect, but eventually it's surely going to be the death of Summer. MVP will even things up. Here we go. Flash patches up some pistols. I feel like for both teams, this has sort of been the more prominent buy so far. Ozok. Try and find somebody on the cross. Push back in, but this time they have dealt with a lot of these pistols. They're doing very well indeed. Shanghai will be able to find himself one. While Hong Kong, the only one left, has his trusted eagle in hand. That's a nice shot to at least remove the head of one of them. However, shouldn't really be much more he can do. He only has 2 HP. And, well, nice surprise for Zine, who just has his opponent offered up on a plate. 9-8. I agree, the Flash names are very confusing. But that's why I've just been calling them by whatever name they have shown. If it's 1 or 2, then I can sort of get, like, Glow being called G. It's sort of like, okay, that one's fairly easy, but everything else not so much. We're going to have the mid peek into window, and well, a complete firing squad coming out from the T side. Ripping apart these pistol players. Now, T side did manage to do a little bit of damage, but... or CT side, sorry, in the previous round. So, they will at least make things a little bit more costly, but realistically, well, this round is all but done. They know exactly where the last player is as well. It's just going to be an attempt to at least do a little bit of extra damage. Well, will be Zine to close things out. 10-8. MVP take the lead over on their T side, but now we get the buy back in. This is where the CTs could return to prominence. So far, this is one of the things I've been most impressed with in this server. Top fragger, 17. Bottom fragger, 11. The whole server. Not something you see too often. Everybody's had their moments. Everybody's had their plays. Repeat. They've got themselves the AWP onto Mini. Lots of utility, which is something Flash barely have any of. And they actually bought up head armor on a lot of the players. Maybe expecting an SMG to be kept into this round, but it wasn't. I suppose it helps them slightly versus a Galil, but other than that, not really too much gained. A little bit of a boost up in towards this window position. Flash. Somewhat near default spread here. Not really taking much mid-control at all. Giving a lot of space to MVP. Basically making it so they will have to execute on towards one of these sites. If I had to guess if this was anyone, just by the movement, I'd say it's Zoki. But who knows? Already going to manage to find one, but the trades are effective. It's going to be left all onto Summer in this CT spot. The rotation from Nebula achieves absolutely nothing. And while, as said, Summer has an awful lot to do here. Bomb going to be planted towards his position. He looks, but there's too many players to aim at. And while Hong Kong doesn't have much hope in this round, 1 versus 3. Two players in towards that back box is almost cruel. Chances are never be checked. Hong Kong is Freeman. Well, here is Freeman. Either way, CT side gonna have to give this round up once again. Maybe hoping to try and find an AK-47 or hoping somebody will exit in towards his position, but it isn't happening. And MVP, well, just look at their money already on the T side. This is a strong, strong start from them. Definitely made some mistakes in the first half, but got enough rounds that going on to this T side, it's looking pretty good for them. And Flash are going to have to rise to the occasion fairly soon. They've got that one rifle left onto Freeman. A little bit invested as well. Ozok with Kevlar behind his 5.7. Now they will get 3,400 into the next round. There we go, the T's. Minute 10 left on the clock as they go for this execution. They've left the one rifle here, so Freeman will have a lot to do, but he's already smoked off. A little bit of a gap in it, though. And he's going to be able to find one. Almost gets a second. Solo pretty low on HP. A chance for him to do some real damage. Already, though. Global trade one back. Summer pushing in towards the site. CT side at least making this one interesting. Finding another rifle. There is Freeman to push back in, and Zine above will trade things back. This will be an atrocious round for the T side to lose, but nice shot from Mini. Doesn't even have to peek properly, gets him through the box, and there is no chance Freeman gets this now. Just not enough time on the clock. Just looking to try and save this rifle. Still, with what they had, 4 men going down is not bad, and while Zine knows, okay, I've got to get out of here. I do not want to die to this bomb. Terrorists win. Either way, MVP do still take the round. They had reserves of cash. Looking to try and take the peek into middle. So once again, and a slow D4. Of course, max loss bonus is now in. So they will be getting more consistent buys over on the CT side. Already though. Ozok manages one. Nice work from the CT side to at least pick themselves off a second. Now things become very difficult for MVP indeed. Hong Kong ready and waiting to try and spray them down, but he will miss the shots, and it's going to be down to Nabulan to try and do at least some extra damage. Nade going to be thrown in and will actually dunk straight in onto one of the players. Nebulum already here as well, and one by one they fall. 12-9, Flash on the board once again. But can they hold on to it here? They made a little bit of bonus cash thanks to the weaponry being saved over the last couple of rounds, so it's not the end of the world if they were to lose this next one. And making the previous so costly for the T's, their cash won't be anything ridiculous either. But let's see. Will MVP just be able to bounce straight back after this one? They are going to go pushing aggressively into middle. Smoke's down and extra onto short as well. There we go, there's F just running through. They've been bamboozled by the sneak through the smoke. There's still a couple of players here, but Solo may be able to do the work. It's not quite enough. Glow has to be careful. He's so focused on one man. Manages a second though. 3 minutes going to be here looking for that cross. Spots him attempting to run away. He knows that if he goes any further, he has to try and cross over the angle. He's going to go for the peak, loses his head to Glow, looking for a little bit more, and he finds it as well. 4 kills for Glow. An unbelievable round from him, and the CT side are going to feel the brunt of it. It's going to be Solo to call a pause. Maybe they need a breather after that one. Fact is, the CT side, well, they pretty much have to force it now. One of their players has already bought. Either way, Summer. Gone for a toilet break? It just seemed to not be moving at the moment. Maybe still talking over the strategy. Gonna have the T's still with economic problems themselves. A lot of utility being expended by the CT side. Nabulan going to be jumping up. Spots one. Second as well for him. As already this B-side defense is looking strong. He didn't take a point of damage in those duels. Either way, T-side have slowed right down here. Def just going to be waiting in the corner. I think he fell asleep. He was standing there so long. Maybe just waiting for Zion to actually come in with his flank. Should be able to execute one, which he will. The second player there, Zine, looking to turn this back, and he's actually going to be able to throw in a little bit of utility to try and hold them in on the rotate. It should allow the bomb plant to actually go down here. Is this going to be another round where the CT side lose it based off a clutch? Because, well, it's sure as hell looking like it. Zine will have to do absolutely everything, though, as Glow will not be there to save them this time. Push already coming in. Zine gets his third of the round. Has to be careful. They're pushing him from behind. He finds another one. It's left all onto Summer, and Summer will put him down. Jesus, this is coming close. Every time, Flash with a massive advantage. They almost throw it away. Still, the fact remains that the T-side money is not in the best of states themselves. I would expect them to force here. Maybe they won't because they can get a buy into the next round, but the amount of damage done in the last, yeah, it's coming. Already. Zine looking to take the peek. It's actually Zeph to get the opener. Still a man in the backline they have to worry about, though, as the CT side do get themselves a kill. Nabulan comes in as well. It's a quick couple of trades, but the CT side have definitely come out on top. And while Zine, he's in an even worse situation than last time. 20 HP, 3 players, it's not happening. This time they do get themselves reset. T-side just going to have to take the hit. See if they can do any damage in this round. Already though. Looks like we'll get an opener. Not expecting much in this round from MVP, but any cost they can create will be valuable to them. There's been a lot of close rounds so far. However, the couple of SMG kills that came in will definitely help them out. 13-12. It isn't done just yet as 3 rounds in a round now come in for this CT side. Do have a buy back in. Flash. Obviously on their map choice. There. Try and get this kill. Already do some damage and he will get the opener. Trade looking to come back in and Zeph actually gets a second. His last few bullets just tagged down Ozak enough. Well, now we get to see if Flash have that clutch nature. Shanghai is going to be sat. Towards this window position, but it looks like a lot of this is going to come down to what Hong Kong can do. Lots of players going in that direction, and the CT side, well, if he does go down, may just have to try and save this one, but manages a first. Looking for a little bit more, peeks out and can't quite find the kill. The rotation in the meantime has come in from Shanghai, but he's going to meet his doom as well as MVP surely now will hit themselves a 14th round. This save from Summer is actually a big deal. Probably drop a couple of M4s. He manages to hold on to this rifle, which will net them a buy in the next. Have lots of players pushing his way. Spotted by Zeph. That'll be one, but there he's executed by Glow. Now things slightly called into question in terms of their buy. Pause is going to be called by MVP. Obviously, being the opponent's map choice, they know how important it is to take this one through. Move on to train. Metas, how are you doing? I'm not Metas. Mini Metas. He's the big dog. Anyway, 14-12 of Flash Gaming are going to force the issue here. They've got an MP9 in the mix alongside a FAMAS. It's not perfect, but it's workable. Thrashing going to be coming in from Ozok, though. He'll already be removed. Rifle up there to be retrieved. The T's are just waiting patiently to see if anybody else is going to try and peek this angle. Will, and actually wins the battle anyway. They seem to be patiently waiting for it, but seemed to man a nice shot from Zeph, though. Bottom of the ball, but still hitting his shots. Minute left on the clock, and Mini's pretty low. There's still an opportunity here for the CT side. Minute needs to make their move. So they're going to go challenging back in towards middle. Now, Nabulum does have presence over towards that ladder, and this is probably the most valuable position he could have this MP9 in. Smoke going to go down. He's going to be waiting patiently up above. No one's going to check it. They're all going to run past. Now, they should have heard the footsteps of him jumping down. But actually, nobody reacts. No one at all. I don't know why he's switching weapons there. That just seems like a big mistake. You still have bullets in the mag and your opponent looking the wrong way. He's left it all onto Summer. 1 versus 2. I am so unbelievably confused by that decision. Yeah, an AK is nice, but that's a bit much. Still, Summer actually does manage to connect the first shot. He's got himself this AWP. Glow has a huge HP advantage. The smoke, there's an incendiary, and he has a kit. Summer's actually just going to tap the bomb to try and bait out his opponent. Glow is not falling for it at all. This time, though, he's got to. He's got to go running in. A few seconds left on the clock, and he'll find the kill anyway. 15-12. Looking to retrieve the AWP for his teammate, and now the CT side just don't have themselves the money. And I feel like that mistake by Nebula may actually be what cost them. Sometimes the rifle is just not worth it. I'm pretty sure he still had bullets left. I don't think he shot that many. Hello, Kezu lad. Here we go, though. Let's see what they can do. MP7, some pistols, all that is left for Flash. Otherwise, we are heading in onto train. The map choice of MVP, where they'll look to take this home. I've seen a lot of work done in this game by pistols. Minute left on the clock. They're going to start throwing out there. Well, looks a bit like a fake, but they could go doubling back around. These are leaving this fairly low, and they're actually going to go into the A side. The heavily stacked one. Oh, they're running the clock so low. I think maybe they expected a bit more aggression out from the CT side, who still have a bit of utility. They're going to throw down the smoke. Zeph is going to do a lot of damage through it. I think MVP may have just overplayed their hand here. Ozok up close, can only spray down one, but he has support from his teammates. The CZ's looking to do damage, but the T's still coming out on top, at least for now. They want to deny this plant, and that's exactly what they'll do. It's left all onto Nebula, who's not really anywhere near the action, but they may not have time to plant the bomb. It doesn't matter though, Zion will kill him. I think they may have just had it anyway, but it is going to be MVP. They've taken themselves map number 1. We'll be heading on to train to see if they can close this out.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.